Hello people, welcome to this video. I am Kishan Sheth, and in this video I'll be teaching you how to create a responsive login form with Glassmorphism effects in React.js. So we'll be creating this login form. This is responsive, and you can see here that it has this Glassmorphism effects. So I'll show you that it's responsive. This is the mobile version. Then this is other mobile version. Then this is the iPad version, and this is the desktop version. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So I have already created a demo React app, so let's start with it. So this is the source directory, and we'll be deleting this app.css file. Then we also don't need this app.test.js. We'll be deleting the logo.svg file, and we'll be deleting all this css code from index.css. Also from app.js, we'll delete this import, this all clutter code, and we'll write our own div. It's div and hello in that, just to test things out. So let's refresh it. Yes, that's working. Now proceeding further, we'll be needing two dependencies. One is style components and one is React icons. We'll add it using yarn add. It has been added, and now we'll also be using railway font from Google Fonts. I have selected all the default styles, not the italic, so I'll import it from here. We'll paste it in index.css, and we'll select the body tag, and inside we'll paste this font family. Also here we'll be selecting everything and resetting margin and padding. Also we'll give it a box sizing of border box, and in the body we'll give background image as URL, and I have copied this background image. You can find this image in the description of the video. Then I'll give it a background size of cover and display of flex, and justify content center and align item center, just to center everything in the div. We'll close this. Yes, you can see that our hello is here. Also let's give it the height of 100 viewport height and width of 100 viewport width. Also, yeah, that's done. Let's check it out. Yeah, our hello has been centered. Now index.css styling is done. We'll move to app.js, and let's rename this as app.jsx, and here we'll import the style from style components. Also we'll import the font icons which we need. The icons would be from React icons FA, and the icon which we need would be FA Facebook, then FA Instagram, and FA Twitter. Okay, that's done. And Now let's create a styled component named as main container. For our main container is equals to styled dot div. We'll give it a display of flex, then align items of center, flex direction of column to stack everything, and give it a height of 80 viewport height and width of 30 viewport width. Also we'll give it a background, we'll give it a background of RGBA 255, 255, 255 and 0.15. Let's check this out. We'll replace this from our main container. We'll need to reload the application. Okay, we'll need to recompile it because we changed the extension of this file. I'll open my terminal and I'll restart the application. Yeah, the error is gone and you can see that we have our main container here. Let's style it further. Let's close this. Let's give it a box shadow of 0, 8 pixels, then 32 pixels, gain 0, and RGBA of 31, 38 and 135 and 0.37. Also let's give it a backdrop filter with a blur effect of 8.5 px. Also let's first check this out. Yeah, we have this Glassmorphism effect. Now let's give it a border radius of 10 px. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's applied. And also give it a all fonts color to white, FF. Then transform all the text to the uppercase. Then we'll give letter spacing of 0.4 rem. Yeah, our main container is styled. Now we'll add this welcome tag. For this we'll be creating and welcome text style component. Const welcome text is equals to style dot h2. We'll give it a margin of 3 rem to the top, then 2 rem to the bottom, and let's use it here. Welcome text, and let's write welcome here. Let's test this. Yeah, it's done. Now we'll need an input container for this input tags. So we'll create input container is equals to style dot div, and we'll give it as a display of flex direction of column, and justify content space around. Also we'll give align items to center, and we'll give it a height of 20% and a width of 100%. So we have our input container ready, but we need to create the input components now. So we'll do that. Input container. Now you can see here that these two inputs, this button and these three icons, can be separated from our main app.jsx file to other reusable components. We'll do that. And you can also see that this input has this effect when it is active. You can see it as focus. So we'll also do that. So let's create a folder named components inside source directory. We'll create the input.jsx, then we'll create the button.jsx, and we'll create the icon.jsx. Let's go to the input.jsx and create this function. We'll remove this. Now we'll grab our style components, import from here. Also we'll remove this div. Now what we need, we'll only need here the input. So we'll take props from here, that would be type and placeholder for the input. Then we'll create a style component. Styled input is equals to styled dot input. Let's give it a background. Background of RGBA 255, 255, 255 and 0.15. Give it a box shadow of 0, 8 pixels, 32 pixels, 0 RGBA, and this would be 31, 38, 135 and 0.37. Save this. It is not auto formatting, it's not. Yeah, well, we can fix this from here. We'll import the style input here, and we'll give a type of this prop type, and placeholder would be from the props placeholder. Save it, and it would auto format. Then we'll give a border radius of 2 rem, a width of 80% of the container, height would be of 3 rem, padding of 1 rem. We don't need the border. We also don't need the outline. Let's save this and import it here inside the input container. Let's type input auto import, and we'll give it a type of what will give text, and placeholder would be what was written here, email. Placeholder would be email. We'll copy this and paste it in the next line, and in here the type would be password and the placeholder would be password as well. Let's check it. Text is not defined. Okay, my bad. Okay, we had this here. Now let's style it further. We'll move out of VS Code, and in the input component, after outline, we'll give it a color of 3C354E. Okay, then we'll give the font size of 1 rem. will give font weight of bold. Then whenever the input is focus, we'll give it a display of inline block, box shadow 0.2 rem, and we'll give this a color of B9ABE0, and we'll give it a backdrop filter of blur of 12 rem and a border radius of 2 rem. Let's check this out. Okay, that's working. Now let's grab those placeholder. Okay, so placeholder, and we'll give this a color of hexadecimal B9ABE099. We'll give this a font weight of 100 and a font size of 1 rem. That's enough for our inputs are styled. Now let's move further, and we have this button component. So for this button component, we'll have first the button container. So let's create that. We'll close this input.jsx, and in here let's create a button container is equals to style.def, and in this container we'll give it a margin of 1 rem to the top, 2 rem to the bottom, and left and right would be 0, width of 100%, display of flex, align items of center, and justify content center as well. See this, and let's use it here, button container, and here we'll be needing our button. So we'll go to the button component, and we'll create our button component here. Let's grab the style from here, paste it, and we'll paste it in the icon also. So FC, delete this React import, and we'll create a style component here, styled button is equals to style.button. We'll give it a background of linear gradient to right, and we have the colors 14163C and 03217B, and this would be at 79%, and this would be at 0%. Okay, let's remove style button. Also, we'll passing a content prop here, content, and use it here. Let's import it inside here. button, and what we'll do here, yeah, button, and let's give it, pass it a prop of sign up. Check this out. Yeah, our button is here. That's not very good, it's very ugly, but we'll style that. So let's move over to button.jsx and let's style it further. Let's also give it a text transform of uppercase and letter spacing of 0.2 rem. Then we'll give it a width of 65%. We'll give it a height of 3 rem. We'll give it a border of none, color of white, border radius 2 rem, and cursor pointer. Let's save this. Yeah, our button is styled as well. Now what's next? We have this login with text. So we'll also create for this style component. So let's close this and we'll name it as login with, and we'll give it a style.h5. We'll give it a cursor of pointer, and we'll also create the horizontal rule component from here. Give it a styled HR. So for this HR, the width would be of 90% of its main container. The height would be 0.3 rem. Then we'll give it a border radius of 0.8 rem. Why this ch comes? Then we'll give it a border of none. And we'll give a margin 1.5 rem of top, 0 and 1 rem of bottom. Let's put a background color. I think background is good. Linear gradient to right. And the colors would be hexadecimal 14163C. This would be at 0%, and we have again the hexadecimal color 03217 B at 79%. Also, we'll give it a backdrop filter with a blur of 25px. Yeah, that's done. Let's save this and let's import it. Login with, and in the login with will be writing or login with. Then we have our horizontal rule here. Horizontal rule. Let's save this and check it out. Yeah, that's perfect. All that is left is this icon and the forgot password. So for that, let's create the icons container first. For these icons, we'll create a container. So let's head over to our VS Code. Const icons container is equals to style dot div, and we'll give it a display of flex, justify content space evenly, and a margin of 2 rem to the top, 3 rem to the bottom, 0 rem, and a width would be of 80%. Also we'll create for the forgot password as well. Forgot password equals to styled dot h4. We'll just give it a cursor pointer. Done. So our icon container is complete, and let's use it here. Icons container and forgot password, and here we'll write forgot password. Let's save this and check it. Yeah, our forgot password is here, but our icons are not here. So let's do that. So for this, let's head over to the icon.jsx first, and remove this import, remove this div as well. We'll use the styled component named as styled icon is equals to styled dot div. We'll give it a height of 3.5 rem, width of 3.5 rem as well. Then we'll give it a display of flex. We'll give it justify content center, align item center. Then we'll give it a border radius of 4 rem, color of white, it's white. Then cursor of pointer. Let's style the SVGs inside the icons as well. We'll give it a width of 1.5 rem and a height of 1.5 rem as well. Let's use it here. Styled icon, and we need the color of the component and children from the props. We'll pass background to this styled icon as prop. Background would be color, and the content would be the children. So from here we'll use the prop background, props dot background. Yeah, that's good. Now we'll head over to app.jsx and we'll use here. So first let's create 3 variables for the background colors. We'll give it Facebook background. This would be linear gradient to right. Then this will be supposed to have this color 0546A0 at 0%. Then 05 And then we have 0546A0 at 40% also. Okay, we don't need that here. We'll just use 663 FB6 at 100%. So let's test this. In the icon container, we'll import the icon and we'll pass the Facebook Facebook F, and a prop would be color equals to Facebook background. Let's test this. Yeah, our Facebook icon is looking very good. Let's do the same for Instagram and Twitter. Let's create const Instagram background is equals to, let's copy this from here. We'll give to right, and the first color would be I think it would be A12AC4 at 0%. Then we have this other color at 40%, which is hexadecimal ED586C. This would be at 40%, and we have the last color F0A8. Let's remove this. F0A8 and 53 at 100%. Also, let's create the Twitter background. Twitter background is equals to, paste this right, and the color would be 56 C1 E1 at 0%, and this color would be at 35A9CE at 50%. Let's use this icon FA Instagram. We need to auto close this, and color would be FA Instagram, icon with FA Twitter, color would be Twitter background, and here it would be Instagram background. Save this and let's check this out. Yeah, all done. Our form is looking good and it's nearly complete, but this isn't responsive. You can see that from here. So all that is left is to make this form responsive. So let's make it responsive. We'll go to the the main container, and here we'll define a media query. Media only screen and max width of 320 pixels, and here we'll give it the width of 80 viewport width, height of 90 viewport height. We'll shorten the HR, margin bottom 0.3 rem. We'll not shorten it, but we'll reduce the margin we have given it, and also for the HR we'll For the H4, we'll give the font size to small. So let's save this and check this out. For which screen it was? Okay, for iPhone SE it's working perfectly. We'll just need to figure for this out. We'll do that. Okay, let's style it further. Now I think we can copy this. We just need to make some small changes in this code snippet. From here we'll remove the max and change it to min and give this as 360 pixels. Height would be 80 and yeah, width and height would be same. We just need to remove this. Okay, and then we'll again copy this, paste it, and we'll give it a min width of 411 pixels. These would be same. Let's copy this again. Here min width would be 768 pixels and for here width would be same. We'll decrease the height. Save this. Okay, so it's stretched out. We need to fix this. Okay, for Moto G4 it's okay. Galaxy X5. Okay, this is responsive, but we need to fix this. And for the iPad, so for the screens bigger than 768 pixels, paste it and we'll write here 1024 pixels and this would be of 30 viewport height and this would be this should be 70 and this should be 50. Okay, it's messed up, but for the iPad it would be done. Yeah, you can see that for the iPad and the iPad Pro it's responsive. Now we just need to fix it for the desktop version. It's very simple. Now we'll just paste it again and we'll just increase the max width to 1280 and width would be of 30 and height would be of 80. Save this and yes, our form is back and it's completely responsive. You can check it out. Okay, so our form with responsiveness and glassmorphism is complete and it is built in React. So you can find this live URL in the description of the video, and if you want the source code of this responsive form, you can find it from my blog Nodes and Edges. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and give a like to the video. Thank you.